Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he bowls over him. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 38, Allen. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Busts through the tackle and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A handoff left, Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. It's caught inside the 25.
Beasley. 60 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Allen will try to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ed Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robert Tunyon from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Touchdown! It's complete. Dawson Knox, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Ain't doing nothing.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that?
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jaguars have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, fighting off the defender. Solid move, but he's corraled just beyond the 40.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Throwing now is Allen. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Caleb Chason able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run with Etienne. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're going to run this with a tight end. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Stop short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Lawrence on the sneak, and he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Allen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.